Hello everybody, welcome back to K2SE. It's fantastic Mr. Ghost, and we're gearing up to get off planet today, and I've decided we're going to be working towards the, which pack is it? Oh, this one, right here, the Utility Science pack. I have some research queued up here. We're going to be rocket people now. Our business is shifting now to rocket launching and recovery, and yeah, we got to go interplanetary. It's going to be a thing now. So I figured, you know what? Boom. Let's get this utility science pack up and out of the way, and then also, ooh, we get the logistics system. So the research I have queued up here, which obviously is not going to run until we get it done, but you know, it's up here. This is, and I don't know what this is. It reduces the amount of cargo lost during rocket transit by 10%. I don't know if, I guess we're losing product as we launch rockets and then they get, you know, they float into the landing pad. I never really had a chance to calculate it, but maybe we can when I launch this one rocket, you know, going forward here. Or when I launch a rocket, I want to see what it was and what it is. We'll have to count. The next research is the rocket survivability, and this one here, it's the navigation failure one. Increases our percent of success or decreases the failure amount. And then of course we got to do the rocket reusability one, and this is 4% each time. And there's only 20 of these. How many are these? This is infinite. So this is an infinite research, the cargo safety, and then that one is infinite as well. So we got the rocket survivability is infinite, but this one caps. Yeah, because we, you know, I guess what happens is if we send a rocket, we receive everything back, you know, all the cargo sections. Now it's going to be a while before we get this. So you want to make your rockets count if you can. I'm kind of along the lines of, well, you know, I got to get things done too, so I'm not going to nitpick it, but this is definitely something we want to get. And then, yeah, logistics system for bots. This will make it things like little bits and bobs easier to move around instead of having a belt. You know, like this little bits of stone that we get out of these darn processes. It'd be nice to just have a little bot take that instead of belting 5 miles away. And of course, MK2 suit here, and that's the recipe for it. I think it's just exactly like vanilla, I think. Maybe it's a little better. I don't know. But so those are the researches that we'll be working towards. So this is we're gonna go for Cryonite, and specifically we're gonna make the Cryonite rods on a planet, and we're gonna bring them here to this planet, and then we'll send up everything that we need to send up for the research. So this is an easier science pack than the production one. We'll work on the production one next, but and the good thing about this, working on this first, is get our feet wet, going to other planets, figuring out, you know, the logistics systems and all that. We need this machine learning data and also the cool thermal fluid. They're both used in these science packs here. So once we get one, then it'll be easier. It'll just be vulcanite and a few other things, I think. We got to do the ingots and the vulcanite and the plasma stream. So it's a little bit trickier. That's why I figured this one would be a better start. And so here, let's see. I think we went through this already, but let's see. Yeah, so we need heavy oil, and to make the rod, a bunch of, you know, just crushing, chemical processing, and then we make the rod in a furnace. And here's the heavy oil that we need. So on this planet that I picked, Cornetto, we have a ton of cryonite on this planet. If we view the surface here, go to map view, I already scouted out. I found oil, cryonite, and coal nearby each other. So we need the oil products for the heavy oil, and that is perfect. And also we need power. So here is, I was looking at the condenser turbine again, And I set it up here, but what I'm going to end up doing is this system here that I'm using on this planet, which is the boiler, 5 boilers to 2 turbines. This is, it says 10 megawatts, but always assume you're not going to use the max power, you know, because it would shut down, you know, it wouldn't work. So we want to, you know, have enough power here. So I would assume these are 8, you know, because you don't want to go all the way to max power, obviously. You want to leave some on the table, because if something glitches, whoop, you're done. So this is 20, what was this? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. This is 160 megawatts, I guess. That should suffice. And I have these things here, which I'm going to use for, you know, getting more fuel out of the deal. So we'll put those there as a reminder. And so, yeah, I'm not going to use this system here. And the other thing, now we're going to be getting light and gasoline. We'll crack the light to gas, and then we can burn the gasoline in this isothermic generator. So I got about 6 of these things. They are 2 megawatts a piece, so that's 2 for 12 megawatts. But I don't foresee this running very much, because it depends on, you know, for idle power, this thing will probably be kicking on and burning the coal and stuff. So that's the setup there, and I think that's about it. Now let's go over here, and I have this rocket is going to launch one more time, and it is set up to go to Cornetto, and it needs this much fuel. This stuff I'm going to put in my inventory. I don't want to lose it, because if we lose product for landing, then I'm going to lose, you know, I might lose some of the products here. So this is, I have a bunch of solar, because we're going to need solar to kickstart this thing. I'm going to leave it on planet, you know, and it'll run. It'll be there. But we only get, if you look at the planetary view, we're only at 22% solar on this planet, because, you know, it's far away from the sun, I guess, is what it's simulating. So this probably won't affect us at all, but we need it to get the power to start. So that'll be the plan there. Now I have the recycling facility here for recovering barrels, because we have to send fuel to fuel the rocket, and then the barrels are going to sit there. We're going to repurpose them into steel plate, and then we're going to load them on the rocket and send them back to this planet with the Cryonite rods, and then we'll, you know, put them back in the network. LTN can handle that really nicely. So we got the recycling facility, we got the miners for the Cryonite, and then silo to send the Cryonite rods, launching pad or landing pad to receive new rocket parts sections and fuel. So we'll have that. We have to transmit and receive information from that planet so we can, you know, do things here and there. Our pulverizers, furnaces, and chemical plants, and this is going to be our oil. So, and then once I launch to Cornetto, this silo I'll repurpose up where I built the launching stuff. This stuff here is for the vulcanite processing, and that'll be later, but I want to prepare for it. But what we need is the vulcanite block, but there's more that we need than just that. What I'm going to do is we're going to mine the vulcanite and then bring the crushed vulcanite and enriched vulcanite back to this planet. And then we're going to process it here. And the reason for that is, as you can see, we need gasoline, and then we also need sulfur right here for the vulcanite processing. So what I did was I was glazing over looking at this Helmut stuff, trying to figure out what to do with this crap, and then I had to sleep on it because it gets crazy. So vulcanite, this is all under this tab here. The actual vulcanite ore only stacks to 20. So we could fill a rocket up of just the ore and process it here on the planet. But we don't need to do that. We can go one step further, which is why I figure we'll do some basic stuff on the planet. Now, we need a lot of power for these centrifuges. And again, this is 60 a minute, which is pretty, pretty crazy for this stage of the game. I could build that big, but then, I don't really need to build big. I just want to build in order to get through the research, and then we'll worry about going crazy later. So here is where, okay, so right here, I could take the stone, crush it in sand, and then crush it to void it. So I don't need to worry about the stone even. This stacks to 20, right? But if we use the pulverizer, we get the crushed vulcanite and enriched out of this process here. So we're taking 1.63 belts. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, because this is a Covarex process here. In a sense, we feed it the crushed vulcanite and I think 1 enriched vulcanite, but we get 4 out. Plus we get a half belt of vulcanite crushed back out. So that, in a sense, cuts this down. I have matrix solver on, so I'm assuming this is right. But, we need 0.53 of the enriched. Now, we still need a little bit of crushed and the enriched vulcanite here to make the block, vulcanite block there. So, but that's just the block. Now, we also have to deal with the pyroflux. And pyroflux is with sand. I don't know, why sand? Sand plus the block, we get the pyroflux, and we're going to use that for rocket fuel on this planet. And that's why I want to bring over the raw materials, and then we'll handle it here, because I got to process it. Might as well process it further here for not only the block, but the pyroflux. And the pyroflux we need for the molten iron and also rocket fuel. So this right here, we're going to do on the planet, and then we'll send up the molten iron. And because we need the pyroflux and the enriched iron, it just makes more sense, I guess, to do it down here. But I'm going to look into if this can be done. The enriched iron, can that be done better up in space? But that's what I currently have here. So we have the enrichment, the iron enrichment here and all that. And I think that's about it. So here's the other two, the vulcanite stuff. Here's the crushed, and you can see it stacks to 50. And here is the enriched. Enriched. There we go. So we can fit, we crush the 20 down, which is 1.63 belts. And we crush it. Now we get even more in that rocket, and that's what I think is going to be the case there. Because if we were to bring, it's 1.63 belt, red belt. So that we would have to bring that, we'd have to have that kind of production in rocket launching. So we have to launch rockets equivalent to that if we wanted to do 60, is what I'm thinking. I do want to push for the 60 because I think that'd be kind of cool to do that, because the science gets more and more as we go. But as you can see, this is a very low amount from this amount. 1.63 belts reduces quite a bit. So we're really compressing the amount of material we can bring from the rocket to here. And the way I look at it is we're going to let that rocket just fill up. Now, it looks like we need more of the crushed material than we do this here. So what is this? 1,446. So we'll have to mask out the slots in the rocket to bring a set amount to back and forth, So that's kind of what I've been looking at there. Now, and then here's this stuff that's going to be on the novice here. Launch pad for each resource. So this is how we're going to receive the cryonite and the vulcanite stuff. And then we have a receiver and transmitter to have signals go back and forth, because we're going to have to tell the rocket to launch to bring us, the cryonite rods or the vulcanite material. And then we also have to receive signals from the two planets that we're going to be on for how many rocket parts we're going to need and how much fuel. So let's go over here. I did something else off screen here. It should help out, I would think. I don't know. Here's a train. Oh, I'm in the train. Cool. That's what I wanted. I hit enter. I put in a portable generator. This is portable generator 1. I thought I had 2, but I guess I made a 1. Oh, you know what? I had this lying around. Yeah, and I just tossed it in here. This train's going to be repurposed eventually anyway. So I have electric engines, and they increase the acceleration by 30%. So, but if you look at the train information here, it's oh, it's about to go. Look at that. What's odd? There we go. Look how fast it is. So the acceleration is really good. You know, it's decent for now. However, it's minus 22 kilometers per hour and minus 200 kilowatt on acceleration power. I'm a little confused on that because, okay, we got better acceleration. I understand the speed reduce, but I don't understand the acceleration power because that's the whole point of putting the motors in. So I'm a little kind of confused on that. And see, that's really good. Now, with a small train network that I have here, because this is nothing compared to, you know, train networks that you can do in other mods at current, I'd rather have the acceleration, you know, at current. So there we go. So I updated the whole fleet of trains. Every train is on this map. It has the motors and stuff in it. So I figure that's going to help out in the long run here. All right, let's go up to our rocket launching site here. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be fun. Let's go over here. Here we go. Now, what I did, I made a barreling machine here. And this is where I was racking my brain trying to figure out how am I going to handle this interplanetary logistics system. And it's fun. I enjoy it, but I was really tired, man. I mean, it's just your brain gets sucked dry because this is a different way to handle Factorio. It's not, you know, one surface, you know, infinite. You have to deal with getting stuff across a little void. You know what I mean? It's really cool, but it has a lot of logistical, you know, things you have to think about. And I don't know every single thing about the mod yet. And that's what makes it challenging. So right now, what I'm doing here is I'm filling up the rocket with 100 of the cargo rocket sections and a ton of fuel. Now, I have to do it this way because I don't have a transmitter or receiver on the planet that we're going to, which is going to be the Cryonite planet, which is, what is it called? A Cornetto, yeah. So right now, what it's looking like, so I have it set up for Cornetto right now. It looks like we need 143,000 of the fuel. Now, if we go into Hell mod, we have a calculator here. Calculator. Can I leave that open? Yes, I can. Look at that. So is that 143,000? Let's go 145,000. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, okay. I think I wasn't in there. 143,000. And then if we divide that by 50, that's 1 barrel. So we're looking at 2,860 barrels. And they stack to 10. So that's 286 slots. So we have plenty of slots in here. Now I have 4,000. So we're looking at 2,860. So, I mean, it's not too far off, right? Now, what I did was I just went, okay, fill it up with 100 of the rocket sections. Oh, and I was testing it out. I have this inserter set to load 100, and that's for the rocket. But this inserter here is set. This is how I would do it with the transmission signal from the other planet, and then we receive it here. We need to know how many sections to load. So it'll always be 100 plus what we're deficient in, right? So that means that we're going to have a constant commutator here. Or no, I'm sorry. The constant commutator is really the signal from the transmission. And then that will be negated and bounced off of a stack filter like this one here. Or stacks. It doesn't matter. It could be a stack inserter. And, well, no. I think... You know what? Yeah, I think this can grab more than one rocket section because we have 6. So it should be able to grab 6 at a time. I don't know. We'll have to see. So the transmitter is going to tell us how many we have. So we'll sense what's in the rocket loaded, right? And then we'll load this rocket with what we're deficient in. We'll also take the amount of fuel. Now, we should know how much fuel we're going to need, but we don't want to overload because then we're going to have a potential situation where, you know, we might not have enough room to offload all the fuel and all the parts, you know, for the rocket. So we do want to kind of minimize the amount of fuel we're putting in here, but I'll overestimate it. So what I'm thinking about doing is, you know, we'll receive the transmission signal and we'll determine how much fuel we need and load it in the rocket, and then we'll send the rocket as needed. Now, the other idea I have is just have a second rocket silo, and then we have a rocket part silo, and we just send that sucker full. And same thing with the fuel. Fill it up, send it. And then, so the initial cost is going to be pretty high. Well, no, the cost will be lower because we're sending full rockets. And then when we get down to 0 on, say, rocket parts, this rocket should be done, you know, ready and loaded. Then we trigger on, hey, I have no more rocket section parts. Send me a full rocket, full. And then we don't have to worry about, oh, I need this many, oh, I need that many. So it's just basically trigger on no more, 0, you know. So I'm thinking 2 rocket silos would be ideal here. Now, it turns out that because these are just supply rockets, fuel, and, you know, the rocket parts, I don't need these here. I don't need the rail. But I'm going to leave it in here just in case, you know, something changes or whatever. So I pulled that out. So this one here, I pulled this all out, but I'm going to have another silo here for the other planet. The way it's looking is, ooh, we shot down 2 of 3. Where did that go? I missed this one, you jerks. Anyway, so we'll have, this is our science rocket here. It's going to load up with all the parts we need for making space science. Oh, we need the data cards. So it's data cards, parts we need for the space science and the other 2, utility and production. So this rocket will handle going up to novice orbit, and we'll collect everything here, and that'll shoot up when as needed. And I want to, you know, count, like, get an idea of numbers. So I'm setting up as full of a rocket as I can. So this one will be fuel, and I am liking the idea of doing 2 rocket silos because it's a lot easier on logistics. You just send it when it's ready. So I'll do the same thing over here: 2 rocket silos, fuel, rocket parts, and then I'm going to have my personal rocket over here that I need to, you know, get around in. Now, eventually we get to spaceships. Spaceships will be able to go on the ground and up in space, but you need a lot of high tech to be able to get off planet. So the spaceship that I have up in the air or up in orbit, I can't use that for anything but interplanetary space travel. You can't go on down on the planets. Okay, so I think that covers that part. And the cryonite, what I'm going to do is I can receive the cryonite here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the 2 silos here for each planet that we're going to be going to. I was thinking about having a landing pad here, and then the cryonite just gets belted right on in from here. That might be a good idea. And then I have the satellite uplinks over here or up here. So I have the receiving and all that here. So I like the way that's going to go. So yeah, let's get off planet here and go and set this cryonite stuff up. I'll meet you at the launch site. What I got to do is I gotta get everything into the rocket. So I'm going to cut here and we'll get back. We'll get to the planet and have a little fun. Okay, folks. Let's head to our first planet. Cornetto. Boom. Ah! Well, at least we landed safely. We did not die. There we go. What are they bringing me? Oh. What is all in here? Oh, that's the fuel. Oh, I thought I put the fuel in my thing, in my inventory. All right, let's get rid of this crap here. Look. I don't know what it exploded. That is weird. That's a lot of scrap. So I'm gonna toss it in here. Grab these. Oh, look at it. We're on snow. So oh wow, we're over here. Okay. Oh my god, I'm way over here. I gotta go over here. Alright, so I'm gonna head over to that spot there and we'll start getting set up. Alright, here we are. I flew around a little bit and there is a lot of oil here. And we have more Cryonite here. So that's 8 million, 10 million. And then we've got barrel, only 189, 2.4. Yeah, that's better. And then we got mineral water. I don't know. We might need it. Oh, look, more here. Cryonite. Very cool. Okay, so I have cliff explosives. Where are they? Uh-oh. Oh, here they are. Oh, no. It looks like I lost some cliff explosives on the landing because I had more than this. What happened? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Oh, this is small. There we go. So, yeah, I gotta get rid of some of these cliffs here. Oh, that's it? Man, those went quick. Holy cow. Oh, so let's put this little guy down. I'll go over here, because this is going to be our way home. So now we'll pull that out and put that in. 158, but we're not taking all this back with us, so we should be okay. Oh, I could have left my suit behind. Oh, well. All right, now, ooh, boy, there's a lot. Oh, wait. Okay, the oil's here. This is throwing me off. That's not oil. So, good thing is, yeah, we can mine this with the regular miners. I tested it out from map view. And, yeah, we'll just start plopping them down. Okay, there's that. And now, oh, solar is going to be a pain. I guess I can go, ooh. Well, I got, you know, the power poles. It's not a problem. Yeah, these cliffs are a pain in the butt. Maybe I'll go over here for solar. Yeah, let's go south and see how this will fit. Here we go. Cryonite ore. Oh, I just remembered. I have to do processing, so I might do it processing over here then, because I could belt wherever. Oh, that's cool. Heck yeah. All right, Hellmod is an idiot. So what I had, for some reason, it didn't select the right equipment. I don't know why these are here. So I have to, I guess I'll do that just in case. So I need industrial furnace. I went to put down the furnaces and the recipe's not set. So what I did is I cheated these in. So when I go back to the home planet, I'll make these and blow them up in a chest, but I need 5. How annoying is that, huh? Oh, and this is where we need the heavy oil here. Okay. So I think I can go like this. There we go. Boom. Look at that fire up over there. That's cool. And there we go. Cryonite rods, baby. That's going to take a while. That is going to take a while. We got productivity, so that's all that matters. So yeah, by the time this fills up, you know, well, I mean, this is a lot of science that we're going to be able to process with this. So yeah, you just let this sucker fill up, and by the time it gets launched again, Jesus, it'll be 10 times over filled. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. I like how it looks like, you know, like there's fire now, you know? That is neat. Very cool. Very cool. We're going to be launching rocket sections. If I do this, it'll load everything in. I think this will be okay. The problem is the fuel. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how much steel I'm going to get out of this thing, but I think I'll mask that for steel for this process here. And then we'll output said steel back in, and I think I'll just use inserters for this. There's not going to be, there shouldn't be too much steel coming. I think it's 1 steel recovered. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 1. We're going to go to novice here. Yeah, 87,000. So if I take that, divide it by 50, that's how many barrels I'll get, I think. So we'll know that. I'll do that math after this. So now destination is Cryonite and Vulcanite pad. I set that up. And it's sort of 87.42. That should work. Now let's pull this down here. And then here. And I think, yep, I have some. There we go. Boom. And it'll go into the filter spot there. Now, the thing is, if there's more than... This is 200 steel per stack. So I guess I could do that. That's 1,000... 2,468. Yeah, 1,000 steel plate. I think that'll do. Let me do a quick calculation here. So it looks like it's going to be 1,760. But I'm wondering if this number here is going to go up. The fuel amount. Based on the cargo load. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. So I'll have to hold off on that. But what I'm going to do is mask all that. For now, that's 2,000. So we'll see how that goes. There we go. And now... Oh, and then what I'll do, I have to use stack filters here. Oh, you know what? I just need one. And this is going to be the rocket fuel. Or no, rocket sections. There we go. So that, because I don't want to put fuel in here. And this will automatically know. It you know, knows what to do there. So, we got 2, 4, 6, 8. There we go. Oh, what's wrong with you? Uh-oh, something went wrong here. Oh, the steam. Oh, yeah. So I have to bring fuel up here, which is not a problem. So I'll do the power here, and I'll have to bring... I could probably just bring coal straight up. Probably, but then again, you know, if I'm going to make the process fuel, I might as well use it up here as well. So that'll be fine. Okay, very good. Oh, God. What's going on here? Are you kidding me? Holy cow. So these are slow. That's going to affect my power, I know. Holy crap. That couldn't have... Oh, that's when it all spiked up. Oh! We lost power. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, you know what it is. Yeah, the solar died off. Let me go down and check the solar. I want to see what the panels are capable of in this weather. 22 kilowatts. So, yeah, it makes sense because these are 122%. So there you go. There we go. And so we know based on the percentage, we can calculate that that amount. Okay, so isn't that great? All right, so I'm going to work on power. Oh, no. You know what? These cliffs are going to be a real bear to work with here. Oh, maybe I can put it here. So I think I have... Yeah, I have this. And I'll flip it. This will be perfect right here. Oh, yeah, this will work, right? Like this. Nice and close. So, yeah. Oh, and I forgot miners. Oh, I got to make miners. All right, I'll build this up, and then we'll get back up and running. All right. Looks like we're okay here. There we go. We got the coal. Yeah, looks like I think we went through the night cycle, so everything popped back on. That's a long night cycle. Holy cow. We need a lot more solar. Oh. Are you okay? Why are you having trouble grabbing? There we go. Okay, now we got the fuel going. There we go. Oh, oh, yeah, we're in the red. Yeah, we're in the red. All right. So we have fuel. There we go. It took a while to build this up here. And I had to put yellow belt here. I for some reason, I didn't have enough yellow. Some kind of mistake there. So I made 2 because you got the burner inserters can't pick up from red belts too fast. So yeah, this seems to be working okay. I had just enough materials to make the mining. I could probably scale it down, but that's fine. It's all being, well, you can see that only this many are working. But as these start to mine out, at least I'll have extra here, and I want to come here very often. Oop, what's this crap? Oh, damn cliff. Okay, now. Oh, so the power. Here we go. This is what it did. Now it charged the accumulators, is what it did, and now it's down here. And look at how tiny the accumulator power is. Here's our solar, so it's helping, you know. So, oh dear, this is gonna take a while to fill up. But that's a lot of material. Oh, and then I made an adjustment here, stack inserters, because this is pretty fast. I didn't realize. I'm like, oh, that's a half-second craft. That's a lot. That's pretty fast. So, yeah, it's one cryonite. Ooh, and even that's having trouble there. I guess I'll do stack inserters here too. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Because this is pretty fast. This isn't going to be generating... you know what? I don't even have to worry about this. I'm just going to burn it like this. And you know, like I said, you're better off being over prepared, because I don't want to have to come back here, you know, for one silly little thing. And it looks like this is doing okay here, so let's pull the speed out and see what happens. And you know, because this the power is just insane. 233 kilowatts there. And if we put the speed in, it's 7.5. Yeah, that's not too bad. 233. It's 240%. Oh, I see how it's building up though. Yeah, so I think I'd rather put the speed in here, and that way it grabs it. Oh wow, that's not much faster there. It looks like, yeah, we're gonna need for speed here. I'm gonna keep an eye on this thing before I go back to the planet though. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so the stack inserters were necessary because it wasn't getting all the way down to the end of the belt here. So that's working. And I think we're good here. Now, and then the last thing we got to do is, where are you? Here you go. Receiver. Well, I'll put it here nice and close. And the transmitter. Where are you? There it is. So I'm going to put these here nice and close. And then that misses. Okay, I'm going to have to go over here. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to set the signals up and stuff. So, I think that... Oh, I need a roboport in order to sense things. And, oh, I wonder... Yeah, this is the tricky part. Okay. Oh, I think what I'm going to do... The transmitter is going to be transmitting this information, and the receiver is going to be... Let's see. Well, the transmitter's got to be connected here. So let's go ahead and connect that. And I hope that works. I'm not sure. Because, yeah. I don't know if this directly connects like that. Because, you know, usually you have a roboport you connect to. Now, the receiver is going to be receiving a signal. And you know, I've never done this before. You know, like two-way transmission. I'm thinking that what we're going to need is to... Let me do this. Actually, I'm going to disconnect that, go to here, then there. So now I can mouse over this from the planet, you know, from planet view. And then I can see how much is in here. And, oh, we can launch on cargo full. Really, I want launch on green signal when fuel full. Launch on green when cargo full. Okay. Yeah. Launch on green when cargo. Launch on green signal when cargo full. Launch on green signal or... Oh. Okay. I think green... Launch on green when. I think that's the one I want. Yeah. Because I want to send a signal from, you know, Novice when the launch pad is, you know, ready to accept more. I think that's where what I want to do there. And let's see, Novice, Cryonite, yeah, that's right. I think that's good. Okay. And then, oh, let's see. I need rocket sections and fuel. Yeah. So that rocket's ready to go. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. So this transmitter is transmitting the information here. And I wonder if I can see that, if I could wire this from Novice, because I have it all set up. I'll have to test this out. So let me fool with this, and I'll show you my results. If anything, I don't mind going back and forth to the planets to figure this out, because once this is figured out, then it's kind of a template for other planets, and I can, you know, expand on it. So let me fiddle with this, and we'll be right back. All right, well, this episode's getting a little long. I ran it through the editor and, you know, see where I'm at, and yeah, okay. So here's what I've got. The transmitter is going to transmit the information for our rocket fuel and, you know, rocket sections and all that. So that's what we're going to use here. Now, I forgot on Novice, I don't have them wired up, so I can't test it yet. So what I did is I put a decider combinator here, and I'm going to trigger if Cryonite is 0 on Novice, then I send a green signal out, and then I'm going to wire it up to this here from space view, you know, from planet view. And this is going to take 1,000,000 years to fill up. Oh, and I forgot, I did put an annotation in the video, you know, a little text box that slides out. This is 2,000 steel here. Now, here is the problem I'm foreseeing. It says launch on green signal when cargo full. Well, I may not have enough steel to trigger this condition, because cargo full means the whole thing, you know, is full with whatever. Well, let's say there's a couple stacks that I don't have full. Now, I might have to void the steel, which is it's a lot of steel too. So I'm not. There's not much here. We launch on fuel full, cargo full, which I'm contemplating it won't work. You gotta, you know, I gotta think about that. Green when fuel full, but that doesn't mean that I want. I mean, why would I want to launch on full fuel without the cargo? You know, like usually you're launching because the cargo's full, right? And you know, it's the same thing with the train. You want when cargo full go, or when empty leave. And then there's green signal when or launch on green, or when well, this might be the one I need here. Launch on green signal or when full. That might help, because it's based on consumption at that point, and then this won't matter. But I'm worried that the consumption is going to be... well, I don't think the consumption is going to be more than what I'm producing, because I've already factored it, you know. So who knows? It might be good. And these rods, it's another thing. Stacks to 100. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like 100. So this is going to be basically enough for the entire playthrough, and then maybe another 2 years. So I'm just going to let this go. I mean, I'll launch this rocket just to, you know, so we could get going. So anyway, yeah, so if you go to map view, well, oh wait, not that one. Let's go here, and Novice. Oh, I have the ghost of these down as a reminder. I got to blow these up. I have one industrial furnace here, but I want to keep that. So I'm going to make 5, and I'm going to blow them up with grenades or whatever. So anyway, from map view, we have wire. We can wire things up, you know, from the sky. So what I'm going to do is I'm leaving this combinator here. I'll wire it up, and I want to test this out. So for now, what I have to do is let's go back to Novice here, and I got to launch this rocket. I want to get back to the planet here, and I think we're over here. So here we go. And this rocket, my mouse is getting my middle mouse button's jumping around. I think I gotta get a new mouse. So this one here, not that one. This one I gotta launch. Okay, so we're gonna go to Cornetto. And now we have a landing pad. There we go. Cool. And launch trigger manual, so boom. Yeah, see, I couldn't wire these up. I tried from here. I'm like, ah, crap. And There we are. And there we go. Why are these going in here? Oh, this is the extra. Oh, okay. So what I have to do is I have to wire this up to here and do the decider or the arithmetic combinator because it loaded too many. So now what's going to happen is it's going to load. That's going to launch now with the rocket sections, and I don't want that. So, okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Okay, I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to stack filter. Boom. There we go. I'm an idiot. Oh. Well, there you go. Yeah, it built the rocket, and now it's just got a fuel, and we're ready to rock and roll. I'll wait for this to rocket fuel, and then we'll go back home. All right, I got 30,000 cryonite rods in here. I got the rocket sections in here. I had to separate these inserters out. I had the two filters here for rocket sections and this guy, the space capsule. By the way, I can't use this because I don't have enough fuel, so I have to take this home. Otherwise, I just have to do a emergency burn back to Novice. But I'd rather take this back, get the cryonite on the planet. That way we could start, doing the other stuff. So I got this constant combinator set to 100 positive number. I'm negating what's in the network here. So cargo rocket section -1, I'll put the negative number of that. And it's actually adding what's in the rocket. And so I have 130. I have this wired up here to the transmitter. So I got a 30 plus 100, and that's what we're seeing here. So the negative value is it's -130. So it's counting total what we have here. And what that means is the rocket silo on Novice won't load until this takes off. And these will load into the silo or into the rocket to build it. So it'll be another 70 coming back over. And I have this case here with a ton of fuel. And what's going to happen, I have this wired up, this case to the silo, and you're seeing that here, 2200. So I'm going to do some math, and I already calculated that it's, I got it written down here. It's 1,788 steel plate here. And if you take that times 50, that's how much fuel. And it comes out to 88,400 or 89,400. So it's a little bit overestimation. But as long as we have a general ballpark, it'll be fine. So I have obviously another, rocket launch here. So I'll handle the numbers on Novice. And then from map view, I'll wire this up for the cryonite rod. Oh, and I'm going to have a problem. Launch on green signal or when cargo full. So the problem is that this may not be full when it launches. So on Novice, I'm going to request, but this might not be full. Well, that's the price I'm going to have to pay. Either that or what I can do is I can try and delay this by saying, oh, I have a green signal. Okay, good. But I'm not full. So I could use one of these signals to delay the green signal from passing through. I guess, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to play around with that. In the meantime, we are going to Novice Cryonite Vulcanite Pad. Launch on green. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, just launch it. All right. Success. We have Cryonite. Oh, there's the little thing. Oh, I have a RoboPort here. I got to get a bot. All I need is one, really. And I can make one. There you are. Cool. So I'll let that run. There we go. So now I have to... Oh, I think what I'm going to do is... I got to do a filter inserter here. And I think a case... Okay. I should have my little bot now. There you are. Look at it. Look at it go. Oh, it went in this one. Oh, okay. So I'll have to make another one. What are you doing? Oh, it's taking my rocket fuel. Little smart little guy. He knew what was going on. All right, go home. Okay, what I did here is I'm unloading into a case. I put a stack filter here instead, so the steel will go in here. Now I got to get the rocket sections out, and I got to put them into this one here. This has got 100 in it. Oh yeah, it's got 100. Why is it? Wait a minute. 1, 2. This is 10 across, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why is it 99? It says 100. I wonder where that's coming from. Huh. Oh, I disconnected the fuel because I didn't want it loading until I came over here. That is weird. Okay, so what I got to do is I got to handle this condition here. And then I got to do a... I'm not going to hook this up yet. Because what I got to do is I got to put some conditional counting here. So I have to have an inserter on here. And I'll probably do an underground from here to here. Or I could do a blue belt all the way over underground so that this is all cleared. Maybe same thing for this. That way I could just belt straight up. Well, I could do a blue belt up, but I want room here if anything. And I have to do some counting on the Cryonite rod, or I could just load it. The problem is that if I load all the Cryonite rods and bring them up to space right now, then this is not going to be able to be sensed here. So, speaking of sense, let's get this stuff in here. So those are working now. Okay, I'll work on this stuff and I'll kind of summarize it in the next episode. Oh, and this is turning off. Enables when there's no steel on this little section of belt here. So that should keep the steel from... That'll keep the steel going from backing up here. And then the rocket sections, I gotta, like I said, I gotta pull out. Okay, so, hey, we got successful... we're getting there. Trying to get, get this thing figured out. So, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace out.